The Pod Generation is a sci-fi rom-com sort of movie directed by Sophie Barthes. Her last film was Cold Souls. I haven't seen that one. But this one is about a couple, Rachel and Alvy. Rachel Novi works for Pegasus. It's a very large and very successful tech company. And he is a botanist who teaches at the university. So they have very different jobs. He's trying to showcase plant life to uninteresting newer generation. Meanwhile, she's developing technologies that are more invasive, not just AI voices in your kitchen and house, but also watching you on your table, little eye robot stuff. But the main conflict comes from when the womb center contacts Rachel. She put their names down a year ago and wasn't expecting to get in, but she got in. So she decides to sign up and do a deposit for a baby in a pod. Since this takes place in the future, childbirth is on the decline because of the risk of having it. So mothers have the option of signing up for the womb center, where they take one of your eggs, and then they take the sperm from your partner, or you don't even need the partner's sperm in the process, and they'll raise your baby in a sort of pod. And the pod is just there, and most people just keep their womb pod at the womb center. However, Rachel wants to take it home, and of course first she has to win over Alvy, who's very old school and traditional and would rather have the baby through traditional means. But you know, Rachel has work, and the 9 months would clash with that. So this is a very interesting sort of sci-fi movie, because it's mostly about the theme of motherhood and like what it takes to have a child. You have to stop everything, stop working for 9 months, go on maternity leave, changes to your body. The movie explores like motherhood and like the discrimination they face in the workplace, but also class privilege and losing touch with nature. There's a common theme where people keep talking about Alvy and Rachel's summer home, where their trees are, and they just keep saying, you should sell it, make money. And Alvy's really against this, but everyone keeps out of touch. And as technologies develop in the future, more things start to, slip away. All of a sudden, you're doing less video calls, you're doing more emails, or you're not going out with nature because the city doesn't have any, or you're not even giving birth anymore. You're just putting your cells in a pod waiting, and then a baby will pop out later, and it costs a lot of money. I mean, there are women now that freeze their eggs hoping to have children later. So there's some interesting themes in there, and great set design. Everything's like white and stellar. But I think the acting's pretty decent from the couple. They managed to hold the film together. It's a simple plot, good conflict. There's a few touches of AI here and there to make this interesting. Overall, if you're a sci-fi fan, I think you'll like this movie. The Pod Generation offers some interesting sort of ideas and questions, which is what a sci-fi should do. So I give the Pod Generation a 6.5 out of 10.